Also with us to my side, because he's going to bring a little assassination to my life, courtesy
Wonderful.
of Assassin's Creed Origins.
The Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood.
Yes, the Brotherhood's coming.
It's coming.
Always wanted to be an assassin. Just wanted to cut off that ring finger, permanent shocker, repping the assassins all day, every day.
Wow, wow.
We're big fans.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can see that. That's wonderful.
And I know here at Gamescom, people are actually playing it for the first time. Are they playing it, or are you guys doing preview? Because I haven't been around.
We had the E3 playable.
Ooh.
We have a new demo here at Gamescom. So a new section of the world, new characters, Cleopatra, Caesar.
Wow.
You know.
Who are those, who are those people?
Yeah.
Cleopatra, Caesar, just hanging out?
You might have heard of them in the past.
So I understand you guys have a nice chunk of footage for us to take a look at.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Some goodness. We're going to take a look at that, discuss over it, what we see. There it is. Look at that.
So here, this is the new area we're showing off. So this is Memphis, the great city of Memphis. It's already at this point in the time period we get into, it's already 3,000 years old. So we wanted to show off what ancient Egypt was like. Here we're doing a little bit of an investigation around the Apis bull, which was a deity that Egyptians in this time period actually believed in and worshipped, this bull. And so the idea is the bull is sick and you're trying to figure out what's going on. This eventually leads you to a target that you're after, the lizard. That's
like
right.
The lizard? Is he like scaly?
The lizard.
The lizard.
So yeah, we wanted to show, we wanted to blend this very authentic ancient Egypt into the gameplay of the game. So Memphis being a place that is full of art, culture, religion.
Elvis.
Elvis. maybe a few years later after this. And maybe in a different country. But to really showcase ancient Egypt and have fun with it. And so inside the quest structure, you'll meet a lot of these wonderful characters, the deities they believe in, the art of the city, and so on. Here we're just running through, showing off a little bit of the navigation in this very organic, dense environment.
Now, how much fun is it to get to play in the worlds you guys create for the Assassin's Creed games? I mean, you've taken us all over the world pretty much.
Yeah.
But what is it about, sort of this area of the world that, it makes it so much fun to explore?
Well, Egypt has been a dream to do, even for me personally, to be able to go to this time period, this setting, this era that is now gone forever. With Assassin's Creed, we always feel like we're giving the players sort of, let's say, a time machine as a way to experience a time and a place that we cannot physically ever get to again. Of course, it's not real history. It's a credible version.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Spoiler alert. You throw a spoiler alert before you say something like that.
No, it's, we weave our lore, but we try to recreate these cities in a very authentic way, not just the city, but the country of Egypt in this case. We have Memphis, but we also have the northern shore with Alexandria and the Mediterranean. So we really built a chunk of Egypt, a countrywide size of it. Here we're running after a kid, so this is one of the side quests that we're showing off here. The poor child is being used by bandits, unfortunately, so Bayek is...
Child labor all the time.
Yeah,
in London, now in Egypt. I have a question. Now, I know you guys, Ubisoft, especially with its Assassin's Creed franchise, it's so particular in terms of, keeping authentic to the stories. Now, I know you have Cleopatra and all these characters. Did you guys dive into some actual real historical facts into this?
Yeah, of course. We've been working on this game for 4 years.
Okay.
So Black Flag was our last game as a team. And so the first 2 years was almost pure research. We're building prototypes, we're trying to figure out the gameplay, but we're also doing a lot of research, bringing in Egyptologists and historians, and what we found was there's these amazing characters, people, events that are not as well known as Cleopatra or Caesar, perhaps, but we wanted to represent that to our players, and that's where a lot of the side quests are built off of anecdotes, things we found in our research. And then on top of that, even for the more well-known stuff like the Siege of Alexandria, Caesar coming to Egypt, we found details that were incredible. Like Caesar, fully armored dude, jumps into the water to swim to reach his men in the middle of a giant war. As a 50-year-old man, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So we asked ourselves, how can we have these awesome details so we can kind of educate people while at the same time having really awesome gameplay? That's kind of the fun of making an AC game.
And what are some of that obviously when people are playing an Assassin's Creed game, they want to know what's the new? What's that new Assassin's Creedness that we're going to see that's just going to be like this? Why wasn't this ever in an Assassin's Creed game
before?
Well,
there's always new, like whether it's the weapons, the skins and the armor.
locations, but I mean like that. Oh my God! Look how badass this assassin is.
Yeah, like
this
look what he
this
can
is
do.
the origin, right? This is where it begins.
Exactly. So,
oh my God.
Exactly.
So
not. Poor Mike. Oh God, the mic.
I just lost
Well,
everything.
this happens. This is live, Twitch. This is how we handle it.
Of course, the wonderful element of live.
Of live broadcasting.
To answer that, I mean, honestly, when we started this, our mandate that we gave ourselves was we need to reinvent Assassin's Creed, the experience of it. It's not a reboot of the lore. We're still true to the lore, but in terms of narrative structure, gameplay, the way the world is set up, the way it's advertised and open to the player, we drastically wanted to change that. We're coming up to the 10-year anniversary, so we wanted to refresh the experience, modernize it. So the new, there's a lot. I mean, we've gone quest structure, we have action RPG at the core of the game, a brand new combat system built from scratch. We used to have what we call a paired animation system, now it's hitbox based. So gameplay, the depth of gameplay being super important. Now all of a sudden finding a spear versus dual swords versus scimitars, they all have like deep gameplay value. And so we really challenged ourselves to reinvent that experience. Of course we have all different new assassinations, new abilities. The whole RPG element of the game allows players to really craft the kind of assassin they prefer. Whether that's a warrior style, a ranger style, an actual ninja assassin style.
Interesting.
Yeah, exactly. The setting of Egypt allows us to do incredible things like this tomb right here, where we go from the crazy open world seamlessly into a tomb that is more structured. The world in this game and taking the time to do this game has really allowed us to make AC new.
Give me them puzzles.
For sure.
Give me them puzzles. So you always have amazing collectibles. This is one of the games, it was actually the first game that I ever got 100% on. It was Assassin's Creed 2. I went a little crazy trying to find those feathers. You know what I'm talking about. I remember feeling so sequenced with those moments because it almost seemed like it knew that I was on this quest. So with these collectibles, is there a tie-in? You guys are really clever with this. Is there like some fun collectibles that people are going to be doing this time around?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, one thing we wanted to do and to move forward with things is we wanted things you collect in the world to have either very deep gameplay value or really strong narrative value, or both even. So we don't have the concept, of floating collectibles, let's say. We wanted that everything is grounded in the world, that it has a meaning, it has a purpose for being there, it was placed there for a reason. Whether it's a weapon, whether it's puzzle, papyruses, someone leaving some notes for you. Everything has some kind of narrative value, and we wanted to make sure that when you're picking something up, it's not cutting your immersion or that it felt like it belonged to the world, and that you have a purpose for taking it and then doing something with that. So we have a lot of collectible stuff, super cool collectibles.
You're also very known for the antagonist characters that come into Assassin's Creed world in this universe. And I have to tell you a story because it happened to me at E3. And not only do you have humans after you, you have wildlife.
Yes, of course.
After
Egypt was
you.
a dangerous place. The fauna of Egypt was amazing.
It's very dangerous there. And I had to do a mission where I had to jump on a ship, and I'm very stealthy. I will restart a mission if I get I don't know, I'm weird. So this mission involved me getting on the ship, killing everybody, assassinating everyone, and I couldn't do it because there was a hippo. It was a total glitch. I was like, I broke the game. But I was really excited because I was like, you never know what's going to happen here in Egypt. There might be a hippo on your ship. You're just going to have to deal with it. So I caught him on fire. I shot him as many times as I could with my fire arrow, and it worked out in my favor. He ended up becoming Rhino Barbecue.
Nice.
And then I collected his hide for armor.
And you could have actually tamed him if you had the ability for it. Yes, you can tame him out.
Maybe you didn't break the game, pal. Maybe you should step back in. Jump back in.
Listen, I'll fight you.
So when are we going to get our hands on Assassin's Creed Origins?
So Assassin's Creed Origins, it's October 27th on Xbox One, PS4, PS4 Pro, PC. And then it's a launch title for Xbox One X, so November 7th.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get my hands on new Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Origins coming your way soon. We've got plenty more coming up from Gamescom right